Fucking retarded. You think I'm stupid? I've never seen the game. Yeah, the way you know I've never seen the game is these people who tried to murder me, kill me, and frame me and my family, they'd be in prison. So that's how they're not in prison, they're still free. But yeah, I'm Alexander Surya Gianni. Regardless of this, yeah, I can hear, barely hear. Regardless of that, rule of thumb, anyone who contacts you after me are some of the key terrorists holding me hostage, stalking me 24/7. If someone contacts you after me, contact the United Nations, CIA, FBI, Bureau of Counterterrorism. They're looking for these people. Director of National Intelligence, etc., etc. These people are involved in organized crime, illegal weapons manufacturing and distribution, implantation terrorism, satellite terrorism, economic espionage, IP theft, implantation crimes, and more. They're pure evil. No respect for human life. Great or bad. Bad Samaritans. Thieves, criminals, rapists, murderers. Human rights and civil rights violators. Joseph Mengele maniac monsters. Guarantee you it. And they're involved in terrorism. They're intimidating and coercing civilian populations. They're performing large-scale blackmail, which is intimidating and coercing civilian populations. Large-scale witness tampering, which is intimidating and coercing civilian populations. Some of them brag about supposedly blackmailing the U.S. government, which sounds like using intimidation and coercion to influence the policy of a government as a terrorist. Do not become culpable. Do not get set up by these people. Yeah, do not get set up and wet up, as I was saying earlier today. They will do that. They will kill people to cover up the truth. They're running illegal underground experiment rings. They're manufacturing weapons and technology in an unregulated fashion. They are endangering humanity and threats to humanity. Their arrogance is a threat to humanity. Their stupidity is a threat to humanity. Their lack of ethics is a threat to humanity. They are desperate. They're driven and guided and navigated by emotions, desperation, stupidity, arrogance, greed, pursuit of fame, pursuit of what's not theirs, and guided by anger because some of them got caught doing some illegal shit. Hence, probably making poor decisions and have a poor decision-making capacity. And they're guided by all the wrong things. And when people are desperate, you can't trust them. Like I was saying, I've said this before. Desperate people. The man you knew, like let's say you grew up with some guy. The guy you knew when you grew up with him and you trusted your whole life, under the influence of desperation, may not be that same dude. Remember that. So if there are people you trust or people you had faith in, if they're desperate, you maybe shouldn't have so much faith in them because they're desperate. So the problem with me is I don't know who's desperate and who's not. I have theories. Now, if you know who's desperate, that's a different story. Don't place so much faith in them. And I'm not desperate, at least legally. I'm desperate because I'm being held hostage by desperate people with this technology, implantable tech in my brain, my genitals, my heart, lungs, etc. But my desperation forces me to just give as much information as possible to law enforcement as I'm in fear of my life daily. And the more information I can give them, the faster they can arrest these terrorists, murderers, rapists, human rights and civil rights violators involved with organized crime, RICO, and terrorism, and ritualistic community sexual violence and assault, and then trying to induce psychosis in me to perpetuate their cycle of sexual violence and assault, and even tried to murder me so they could get away with it and cover it up as well as theft of trillions of dollars or more. Maybe more than that because they've committed trillions in crimes, and this is a RICO, so there's treble damages, and people are using W fucking MDs on me, such as radiation dispersal devices. So no telling how much I'm owed in punitive damages. So there'd be damages, and then those damages would be multiplied by a factor. So those people owe me shit tons of money, just not sure how much. Yeah, some cases have been multiplied by a factor of 44. Let me put it this way: the factor of my damages may be multiplied by maybe way over that. So I'm trying to get to the bottom of this, but remember these things. These are key points. And no, I'm not brain dead. No, I'm not psychotic. Never was. Just had a device in my brain. You know that happens. You really don't. But yeah, it does happen, and it's actually a threat that people should be in fear of because this technology is in the hands of maniac monsters. Some, not greater good, not freedom fighters, not altruistic, greater bad, and bad Samaritans. And they're seeking to rape mankind of their free will, and they're pure evil. I have ways to stop them: EMP cages, lithotripsy, antenna jammers, blocking communication signatures with these devices they try to put in people's brains and peripheral and basically their peripheral and central nervous system, as well as other parts of their body. If you block the communications, they can't communicate with the devices. They can't hurt you, but they may find other ways to harm you. Keep in mind, these people are not trustworthy people. They're desperate. They look at people who know the truth as loose ends. So always remember that, especially some of these weird rich fuckers who think they're above the law. Keep in mind, people above the law don't need money. They're above the law. They don't even need to pay. They can just walk in the gas station and be like, give me that. Okay, you need to pay for that. He's like, I'm above the law. So they're really not. People who are above the law don't need to lie because they're above the law. People, what are some other examples that demonstrate they're not above the law? There's a lot of things. So remember that. Yeah, no one above the law needs to lie. They don't need money. They don't need to pay taxes. They're above the law. Key point. So don't trust these guys trying to trick you. They're above the law when they're not. Yeah, they may be using tech on me. That's what I spaced out. Fuckers. Yeah, witness tampering, another account. Jesus Christ. Yeah, they're stalking me 24/7. They love to use tech on my brain when I'm making videos. So they go, oh, psychotic. They don't even know the diagnostic criteria for crying out loud. Regardless of that. No, I'm the one who reads the DSM fucking 5. I went to med school. Yeah, no, I was teasing my dad because he was showing me diagnostic criteria once. I was like, that's Theraviva. And he's like, what the hell is that? Here's the DSM. Granted, he knows what it is as well. He's just being lazy. He is a doctor. But I was just teasing him. But regardless of that, there's no fault for that hustle and bullshit either, and misrepresentation, more than stuff. Zero credibility. So, yeah. Don't trust people who are desperate. The people you know, if they're desperate, are no longer the same people. And yeah, a lot of these people are terrorists. Look for the signs: intimidating, coercing civilian populations, using intimidation and coercion to influence the policy of the government. Don't become culpable. If you know who these terrorists are, do not risk your freedom for people who are pure fucking evil. Joseph Mengele maniacs, emulating Nazis, some of the most disgusting people in history. That should be red flag for pure evil. Highly illegal, unethical, inhumane human experimentation and trying to rape mankind of their free will. That should be a sign. Pure fucking evil, trying to rape an autistic guy of his freedom. Come on. Pure evil. Red flags. Should just be red flag, red flag, red alert. Satan's here. I'm not going to say it. But key points, praise Jesus, man.